What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting adventure over here at Taking a Risk with George. If you're new here, make sure you strap in, smash that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe because we've got a lot to do today. Alright, so we're hoping to get to an adventure today, but that might get put on hold because I still have a lot of upgrades that I've got to do. The honey's been hounding me about it, but not only that, the companies that sent her stuff are hounding her, so she has to hound me. You know, the boss has to hound the workers because the CEO is telling the boss that, you know, things need to be better and change and stuff like that. So I've got to do a bunch of stuff today. I'm going to be installing that Wyze camera that I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm so glad that you guys are here because I need your guys' help. I don't need you to do anything, but I need you to watch my back and make sure I do everything right because you guys are awesome at picking up the stuff that I do wrong. For instance, this camera. You all are the ones that let me know that I hooked it up wrong and that what I actually need to do is hook this up from the power, the positive cable, to the actual running lights, and then it should work all the time. But something else happened. Little Yazzie, because this is so low, which I love this campsite. I love how low to the ground the back is, and the front is actually higher, so I can actually walk under it without issue. Hope you guys like our little California Beach Company clam here for the little kids. It's so cute. It's a little pop-up tent for the kids. But anyways, everything is so low on this side that it's so easily accessible. And look, we've got our stairs down. Torque is sending us another pair of stairs for the back here, but we haven't received it yet. But the stairs actually do touch the ground here, and I didn't even have to put the extenders out, which is, that never happens anywhere we go. Usually the back end is so much higher. You know, face down up is how this RV usually is. But what I need to do is take this off and reconfigure it because I can plug in the positive to the running lights, and that way they should stay on all the time. But Yazzie actually ripped off the little antenna here. Thank goodness that Halo View gives you several extra antennas. I think there's like 2 or 3 extra ones. So I'll be able to fix this real quick. And that's just another thing I got to do. But before I do any of that, I've got to get on this roof. We've been having a couple of storms here lately, and I've been hearing something, probably from one of these trees or chipmunks or squirrels or something, has been pelting our roof. And I want to make sure that there's no damage up there. So you guys get to join me on that, and you guys get to watch and make sure I don't fall. All right, let's get up there. Come on. Look at this. I don't even have to jump and step. Oh, Lord Almighty, you guys. Check this out. Whoa. There is so much debris on here, which we love being in the shade, so I'm not going to complain, but look at all the acorns. It even looks dirtier than it did before, which is so weird because we've been having a lot of rain. So I imagine the rain would clean it up. And look, this even looks like maybe some type of mold that's growing. Uh-oh, that's not good. Did you guys hear that? So when these fall, it literally sounds like rocks hitting my head. That's literally what my head sounds like. It's so hollow. But how crazy. I probably should clean up here. I wasn't planning on it, but look at all the big flies. Are these horse flies over here horsing around top of my RV? That's why they keep attacking us. Oh, look. Believe it or not, this little thing, since I found it, I'll show you guys, I'm pretty sure is a ladybug larva. Yes, believe it or not, that's what ladybugs look like before they turn into ladybugs. I looked it up recently, and I'm pretty sure that's the one right there. Not as cute as their metamorphosis stage, but still pretty cool to know. Because I know a lot of people would see this thing and think it's just an ant or some type of spider or something weird and alien, but it is just a little ladybug before it becomes a ladybug. Alright, so I hope the noise isn't too distracting, but this should just be as easy as popping these off. I hope this is how you do it. No clue, I've never done anything like this before. You know, in a stationary house, you have your AC unit that's usually just outside. You might have to pop the other side off, we'll see. And I'll pop the other side off just because. It's technically the right way to do it. We've been wanting to do this since we found out how dirty it was. When I say we, I mean her making me do it. Wow, that is filthy. 100% sure there was an easier way to get that off, but it is off. And this is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Let me give you guys an up close and personal look at how bad this is. Good Lord, take a look at that. The cake boss was here and he caked it with dust. And not only that, just like the dead bugs and stuff and webs and flies. Oh my goodness, this is gross. Definitely recommend check your RV AC units, especially if you never have, which we haven't. We've only been doing this for about 10 or so months, but this 100% needs to be done, I think, on a regular basis, especially if you're running your AC all the time. And we have been in very high pollen, high debris areas, so this is definitely a necessity. So I recommend you do it too. Or have somebody do it for you. And if I'm in the area, let me know. I'll come out and do it for you. All right, so good thing I brought my toothbrushes out here. I've got a soft brush and a little bit of a coarse brush. This is the one I brush my teeth with. I'm going to start with the soft one just to see if it does what I need it to. I don't even know. Should I go up or down? Maybe side to side? Somebody in the comments let me know, even though it's going to be too late. I'm going to do it this way. Oh wow, that's easy. Oh wow. I should not tell you guys how easy this is. This is actually very difficult, extremely difficult. And if we're in the same RV park and you just happen to see us going by, hey, shout, George, my AC unit's yucky and I need you to come clean it with your toothbrush. And I'll be right there. I only charge $125 an hour with a minimum of 6 hours, so just let me know, I'll be there. Wow, this is actually really satisfying. Ooh-wee, breathing all this stuff in. I should have brought my vacuum up here too. I wonder if that'd probably be even way easier. Hopefully this thing doesn't kick on while I'm up here doing this. Wow, that is awesome. Oh, it's like shaving. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know what this stuff is, just dust. Yeah, do you guys shave with or against the grain? Let me know in the comments below. And I'm talking to everybody. Women, you shave too, don't lie. Alright, now we're getting to this weird part right here. I don't know what this stuff is or if it's supposed to be here or not. This is so cool. There we go, like a good barber. Like a good barber, George is there. Oh, that's lovely. For those of you that are new here that keep hearing me call myself George, that is my legal name. So if you're looking for me, that's my legal name. George. Oh, this is not supposed to be here, I'm going to assume. Maybe? I don't know. It's coming off. Yuck! We've been breathing this stuff in. Actually, it left a stain, so I don't know how long this has been here. Wow, I don't know what that is, but it's off now. On with the wind, as they say. Ooh-wee, wear a mask. This probably has COVID germs all over it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on the internet anymore. I feel like that's one of those, oh, be gentle. You don't want to do this type of stuff that I'm doing here. You want to be as gentle as possible so you don't bend these, dent them, which this actually looks really nice for being 4 going on 5. Yes, believe it or not, my RV is a toddler. Yes. Coarser brush for this part. I didn't bring my little broom up here or nothing. This does not have to be pretty, I don't assume. We've been living in it for 10 months. The people before us lived in it for 3 years. And it probably looked like this almost from day one, I'm going to assume. Alright, while I'm getting this cleaned up, I'm going to check on the kids from up here because I can spy on them. And oh, look at this. Look at that. Their friends are here. Hi, Dean. Hi, Gertie. How are you guys doing? They're doing great. Look at them playing. And that is such a blessing of this lifestyle. That somebody commented, like, stop being selfish. Give your kids a real home. Stuff like that is so weird. Blew my mind, honestly. Oh, wow, that's a huge spider. But this is one of the blessings of this lifestyle. We met this family in Tennessee, and you guys might remember them when I did a live with them. What I was saying is that's a blessing of this lifestyle. We met them in Tennessee, and now we're all the way up in Maine, and we ran into them again. That's such a cool, like, that's a fate of the universe. That doesn't just happen because, like, that's something, somebody wanted this to happen. So That's one of the blessings of this lifestyle. So now they're either over at their RV, which is only a couple down from ours, or they're at our RV playing, and it gives either their parents a break or it gives us a break from having to constantly watch the kids, which is so nice. With tons of stuff to do around here, especially tons of exploring. These kids love to explore. Their kids love to explore. You know they do. They're so creative. They're so fun. They're so friendly. I love this lifestyle. I would not change this for the world right now. We love traveling. The kids love traveling. It's everything they want. The only thing they don't get is a constant school, which we've been finding out that the kids that go to constant school are not necessarily the nicest. So it's cool that they get to explore and meet new people everywhere we go. There's families over here. There's families over there, like kids that they've been playing with. So this lifestyle truly is a blessing for us. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Dean actually helped me get my vacuum out of the bay so I didn't have to climb all the way back down. And what I did, let me show you. I was able to suck out the gunk from in there, and I think I'm still going to keep going at it. I could use something even smaller to really dig it out. Let me see if I can give you guys a better look. Here you can see there's still a little bit of debris in this little tiny crack, and I tried fingering the crack, but my fingers are too fat, so I'm going to have to get something smaller that'll just slide right up in there and get all that gunk out. But I'm going to try again with the brush before I do that, because I can get it to slide just in there. Maybe if I work together, it's going to take a lot of focus and concentration using toys and tools at the same time to get this crack clean. Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Sunglasses engaged. We're going into pro mode now. Oh my goodness, what an awesome idea. The best idea I've ever had. Seriously, the best. Nobody can have a better idea. This is the best. Except for I've got to be careful. Somebody is blazing up somewhere, and I'm already high up, and I don't feel like getting any higher, so I'm gonna have to hold my breath for a second. Oh, that's good. That's good right there. But you can see I'm getting it out, but I am causing some damage, so I definitely don't want to keep doing it the way I'm doing it. These things are so fragile, and trying to get them back to the way they were is actually not as difficult as you might think, but I don't have the tool for it. There is a little tool that you can put in between these, and it'll push those back out, so I'm going to be more careful about how I'm dealing with this crack. But that was a good idea. I can show you guys. I got a lot out right there. You can see it's almost as clean as it's supposed to be. This is what it looked like, and now this is what it looks like. So let's see if I can figure out something else so I don't keep damaging it. It is such a beautiful day, but there we go. I got the entire little crack cleaned. I'm not going to explain how. Just know that I did it, and it wasn't that hard. But it was fun and easy to do. And what I was saying about the kids hanging out with that family, that's not the first family that we've met, and not the first family that we've accidentally run into in another part of the country. They're like the third or fourth family that's happened to, and I absolutely love when it happens. It's such an awesome surprise, because not only are their kids happy, but we are happy too, because we're making friends and meeting people. Like, we actually accidentally hung out with friends here, the beautiful family, Mary Beth and her kids. That was absolutely awesome. I love hanging around them. They are so loving, so caring, and they love holding Baron, which is a godsend. I cannot tell you how much of a godsend it is to have people like Mary Beth who love holding our baby, because he is clingy. So it's nice to have another mom that's willing to hold him. But anyways, once again, this is looking nice and clean. I do think I should clean this part. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary, but I already ran my hand up against it. You could see this is all dirt and dust, like yuck. Thinking maybe a quick wash with a paper towel, a wet paper towel would be fine. But this is the inside of the AC unit if you've never actually seen one, at least our RV AC unit. Looks like there's tons of coils here, and there's something I'm supposed to do for the coils. Oh look, we got something. Oh, those were those bees that I evacuated when we first got this unit. I found them constantly going in here, and I evacuated their queen. If you want to go back, I don't know, 10 months or so, you can check out that video. Oh, and it's back on again. Perfect timing. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, after a little bit of finagling, I figured out the best way to put it on was actually to put the front on, and then the back just slides right over, and there's actually clips that it clips into. So there it is. It's all done. Now I'm going to get on to the next one. But before I do, I think it's fair for me to put out a discretion there that, kids, don't try this at your trailer home. I am a professional. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want to fix. If you're looking for somebody to fix it for you and you don't have money, I don't know what to tell you, but I have a very particular set of skills, the skills that I've acquired over a very long career that make me a nightmare to projects like this. I can do it if I want to. I don't have to do it. So If something is damaged, I can easily fix it. Even though I might break it, I'll fix it again. That's just the way I work. That's the way I do things. I have that skill set. If you don't have that skill set, please do not tackle these projects without assistance, or at least a YouTube video, right? Yeah, that's what I suggest. You need to take in this from me. This is not easy. It looks easy because I'm good at what I do. But if you can't do stuff like this, please don't damage your stuff and then blame it on me. I saw a guy on YouTube do it, so I can do it too. Discretion, please. It's not my fault. All right, I really wasn't going to bore you guys with the details of this one, but I feel like I have to show you a bunch of stuff. First of all, it's not going to shut off because this is the AC that's technically supposed to cool. This is their bedroom that's right underneath me, and this is the living room right here. It's supposed to cool all of that. Now the problem is there's a doorway that separates this, and it's very hard for that cold air to go through that doorway. So we're thinking about doing fans, but this is very dirty, but I'm sure somebody already noticed it. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Holy moly, I talked about that little tiny nest that was on the other side, but this is actually the one that I found that had all of the bees going in and out of it. That is huge. And it's probably a really good thing that I'm getting rid of this, because this is like an AC, or this is like an apartment for other bugs to just come and rent out, other bees and wasps and stuff like that. And I probably should figure out why the water likes to pool in here like that. I don't know if that's a normal thing or if there's a reason, but the water always, which I guess it's supposed to, it goes right off the side. And I'm not clearing any of the nuts off here. Once I'm done doing this, the only nut I'm getting off of here is me. There it is. I just ripped it off with my hands. It is vacant. Hasn't been used in a long time. This is super duper cool. I love that it feels like paper, and it pretty much is paper. And I'm going to save this for the kids because they're going to absolutely love it, especially Jackson and Dean. They're going to love this. I know Evelyn will too. Probably Yasmin. She's my bug girl. They're all my bug kids. Buggy bug kids. I love them.
6 hours later.
Exactly as the SpongeBob guy just said. What was supposed to take me 5 minutes. 5-minute break. That's all I wanted. Went inside for 5 minutes to get a drink, use the bathroom, whatever. 5 minutes. Ended up being about 6 hours worth of stuff that I had to do with the honey. And a little bit of relaxing, playing with the kids, making lunch, all kinds of stuff. But finally, as the sun's going down, it's getting cooler. I'm going to get back to doing what I was supposed to be doing. So let's get to it. All right, so I got it popped off. This is what we're working on next. Fixing this tail light so that it stays on all the time. And all I have to do is disconnect what I've already connected and reconnect it, the positive one, to the running lights of the RV and not just the positive. So that'll hopefully keep it on the whole time. I'll give you guys a better view in just a second. As soon as I get this out, I need both hands. Alright, I got them all pulled out, and as you can see, this black wire isn't even connected, but I'm not sure if I just did that while tugging this out because it was rather hard to get out, but I'm pretty sure this is the GND, which should stand for ground. This red one is the positive, and this black one should be the negative. And there's 2 green ones hooked up to that. The brown one is hooked up to this positive, which if I disconnect that, then there'll be nothing connected to this one because it's going to go, I think, hooked up to this white one. Maybe. Or maybe it's supposed to go up to this one. See, I don't even know which one's the running light. Who knows? You can see this little green one here. This was the trigger that I had to end up cutting because it was trigger locked and I could not function the screen anymore. So I may actually go and pull up the manual just to figure out which wire is actually what source, because I know the black or the brown one is the brake light. That's what gives power to it when I do press the brakes. But I'm not sure which one's the running light. Maybe it is the white one.
1 eternity later.
Okay, welcome back. It's probably been about half an hour, and after several different combinations, I finally figured out that this may have been the issue all along, this little black one that wasn't connected, because this camera right here, you know it's on when there's 2 little blue lights. They look like batteries right there. When those blue little lights are illuminated, it means the camera is on, and if I touch it to just the running lights, there they are. There's the blue lights. I don't know why it took me forever to figure that out. I may have thought that that's how I had it hooked up before, and that's why I didn't try it. But out of desperation, I was trying just any combination, and there it goes. So it's working now. That should be connected to the running lights. The best thing I can do is tie this off right now and go check the truck to see if the display is actually showing. So let's go do that. All right, so the car actually shut off, the truck shut off, so I had to go back and turn it on, and I realized something else, that this white one is coming from the halo view. So is the red one. And look, nothing's on right now, but when I touch them together, all of a sudden everything comes on, and but if I touch the white ones with it, everything shuts off. So that's on, no power to the camera, see no blue lights. Touch the white and the red, there you go, they're on and blue lights. If I touch them all together, don't worry, it's not enough to shock me. I know there's someone at home being like, George, what are you doing? You're not an electrician. That's nothing an electrician would do. Trust me, electricians do worse. But there you go. Anyways, the camera shuts off when all of them are connected. I disconnect those ones, camera turns back on. So let's go take a look at the actual monitor, which is these two touching. And nothing's connected to this brown wire. Absolutely nothing. So let's see if this works or not. Okay, well the proof is in the pudding, as they say, and you can see it still says no signal, even though it looks like I should be having signal. So let's go keep tampering with it and see what's going on. Okay, so attempt number 2. I now hooked up the brown wire to the red and white wire that made the camera turn on. These ones are still hooked up together, and the green with the black, we still have a blue light. So let's go check the monitor again. Alright, we're still faced with the same problem, but I can guarantee it's for a completely different reason. A reason that I completely forgot at the moment. There's probably no signal because my littlest baby, my littlest girl, not the baby, not Baron, I don't think he touched it. It could have been Baron, but I'm pretty sure Yasmin confessed to it, ripped the antenna off. So let's go attach the new antenna and see if that signal comes through. Alright, so there we go. Got the new antenna hooked up, still got a blue light. I've got the white and the brown and the red connected, the black and the two greens, and then this white, or the two whites with this black, but I still don't have the trigger function hooked up because I'm still not sure how to do that. HaloView did reach out to me and said you can only do that if your RV is enabled with trigger function, which I'm not sure if ours is. I don't know if this one of these greens is supposed to be a trigger, but let's go check the monitor. All right, still no signal, but if I press the brake, reach it with my hand, whoop, that's the gas, wrong one. There we go, signal does pop on, so I don't know if I'm still doing something wrong or what, but it's only going to work when I press the brake. How frustrating.
Eventually.
Okie dokie, after several more minutes, and I'm talking about near an hour of more finagling and running back and forth to the truck to see if it worked, which is all the way over there, I finally figured out that this black wire with the red and the black runs to the camera. If this was open, you'd see it. It runs to the camera. It's the only one that runs to the camera. Now, I didn't know they had to be separated, but not only that, I was under the assumption that red was positive and black was negative, but that's not the case here, because the green and the black right there are negative and the whites are positive. But you can see that I have the negative hooked up to this positive, or at least what I thought, and this positive hooked up to the negative. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe this is actually the negative and this is the positive. But if you look over there, I've got the camera situated right there so I can see it. And of course you can't see. Maybe you can. Maybe if I can figure out the brightness settings. Let's see. Should be able to see me filming me. I hope it's on the floor. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can't lock that. Give me a moment, guys. I'm new to this. Lock it. There we go. That's my hand. Hello. Let's see. Oh, welcome back to another episode of Taking a Risk with George. It's me, George. Seriously, this took me way too long. Absolutely took me way too long, and I still don't know what this brown wire's for. Have no clue what it's supposed to do. I don't know. I don't care. I got it hooked up. Kiss my underwear, or whatever. Whatever the saying is that the kids are saying nowadays. Now, let's just hope that this is actually hooked up properly and that I'm not actually going to mess something up, like this is just going to stay on too long or whatever. But it's cool that that's actually working, and it is real time. It is working in real time. I can see it. It's the real-time working camera. That is live right there. There's my hand. How many fingers am I holding up? Oh, made you guys look. Alright, thank goodness I have some of these spare caps on hand. I actually took these from the house after I did a bunch of electric work at the house. These are spares and extras and stuff that I just didn't need while I was there. So I collected them, put them all in a bag, and of course here it is, coming in useful. So there you go. Oh, I was actually looking for these old black things. I could have used these just now. That would have helped a lot. Instead of having to twist them and untwist them, I could have just plugged and unplugged, but whatever. Besides the point. Over here done. Gonna get this shoved back in here. It should fit much better now. Get it all hooked back up, or at least screwed back together. It's already hooked up. Just get it screwed back together. And I'm finally done with this project. As it becomes nighttime and the bugs are coming out, I'm so ready to be done with today. This was so long. Didn't even get to do our adventure. How annoying. Too many things to do around here. RV life can be annoying sometimes, but I love the adventuring. It's so much fun. I love working on stuff like this, but I do get frustrated when it takes me hours to do something so simple. But I figured it out, and that's usually how things work with me. It takes me a long time to figure things out because that's what I like to mess around. I tinker. I'm a tinkerer. And remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. One of the greatest men I've ever known said that. It rings true just today.
Tomorrow for sure.
Alright, so it's the next day. I've got the AC units clean. I've got the brake light fixed and installed properly. Now I'm gonna set up our clam, and then I'm gonna install the Wyze camera because I've been having to do that for a while. And then I'm gonna call it a day on that. I've got lots of other things to do. Our friends just got here, so we're gonna go play with them. Hopefully we're gonna get out and do an adventure soon. Alright, first things first, after finding the perfect spot for our clam to be set up, I had to brush off this sand. I thought we had a little kid's rake, but of course we did not. So here I am doing with my hand, pushing out all the needles, the pine cones, the pine needles, the rocks. And then I thought it would be a smart idea to grab the broom and brush off the dirt like I was some old lady brushing her yard. And of course, whenever I'm doing anything, the kids have to come and interrupt it. But there it is right there, the big old clam. This thing is awesome. Sets up in minutes as long as you do it the right way. Check this out. Pop, 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 pop. Not even minutes. That was seconds. Of course, got to get some more rocks out of my way. There's always stuff in my way. And after some fine tuning, I had to make sure the door was exactly where we wanted it, which was facing towards the RV. All right, and after rolling up these shades and then tying them off, just to make sure they don't fall back down, I had to run and go take care of something real quick, but I'll be back. There I am. Tie them off so that we get some good airflow in here. I also like the way it looks. I like when it's all the way open. It's so pretty and so nice. And once I'm done with that, then we got to get some stakes in this thing, because out of all the bad things that can happen to an RVer, I think their tent flying away on them is like top 5. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be known as the guy whose tent flew away on him as an RVer. That's just noob status. We don't want to be known as noobs. But here I am trying to pound these things into the ground, and I'm going to assume they put the sand here to cover up a block of rocks or something, because I was struggling so hard to get some of these stakes in there. But now that I had that done, it's time to put the carpet inside. Yes, you would think, why not put the carpet first? And it was because of all of the finagling that I had to do to get in the exact position that I wanted it to. If I didn't do that first, it would have taken me a long time to readjust it. So that's why I did that. And here I go pounding in the stakes for the carpet there, just to make sure that doesn't move on us as well. And I went and got more stakes because I ran out of stakes or didn't have the right ones. But look at me just pounding away. Nothing is happening. Tried so many times, nothing worked. All right, before I get on with the rest of my day and do this Wyze camera, check out this food that the honey made us to refuel. I haven't eaten today, and it's probably like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is much needed. Oh man, does that look good? It looks like it's sausage and broccoli and peppers and potatoes. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, honey. All right, lo and behold, the door opened for me because I'm the one ringing the bell. It is finally time to install this Wyze video doorbell that we've just been carting around for months. I have no clue how easy or how difficult this is going to be. I don't see any type of instructions except for the fact that, you know, it lasts up to 6 months on one battery, 2-way audio, which I think is pretty cool. Definitely got a pretty good resolution there for that. Pretty good view. Wi-Fi extender, which our Wi-Fi is always sketchy, different areas. No screws, no wires. That's nice. I like that. Let's see. Answer your door from anywhere. That's pretty cool. All right, let's just open it up and get to it. I honestly don't know too many people that have a video doorbell that live in an RV. I'm sure they exist. I'm sure they're all out there. These things are pretty cool. Looks like I'm gonna need both hands. So let me set you guys up. All right, let's get into it and see what's in this box before I even get started on the installation. Quick start guide. That's pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be, let me just rummage through this real quick. I'm pretty sure this is going to be after you install it. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a second. Pretty sure that's after installation information. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's got a, oh, this plugs into somewhere? That's kind of cool. So this must be the part that rings. This is your doorbell piece. That's pretty neat. And it's funny too, because 99% of the time if somebody's knocking on our door, it's another kid who wants to play with one of our kids. It's usually not an adult. Wow, there it is right there. That's really nice. Yes, I like to open things the right way. I don't rip things up like a maniac or a monster. Not that if you do it, you are a maniac or a monster. I'm just particular about how I open stuff. Get off of this. All right, so there it is. That's pretty nice. It's a nice size, about the size of my hand, just a little thinner. And we'll see how it goes on. It said no screws, no nothing like that, so it definitely just slides into this. So this must be the part that you tape to your RV, and then it just slides in like that. Just pretty nice. I don't know how secure that'll be. Somebody could easily just come Maybe? Oh no, it looks like maybe a screw goes in right there. We'll figure it out as we go along. We're just unboxing it right now. Let's worry about the maybes later. What else it comes with? Okay, so there's definitely a screwdriver, but it's a hex wrench screwdriver, a hex head screwdriver. There's some wires right there. I thought it said wire free. I definitely am going to have to screw it, so I don't know what the heck. Did I not? Did I misread that? Wire and screw free. But I'm looking at wires and screws. I don't know. I'm sure. Sure it'll all come together here in just a second, and I'll figure it out. This looks like it's on an angle. This is a wedge. It's kind of neat. Wedge it away from the wall. I don't know if there's anything else in here. Oh yeah, there's more stuff. Cables. This is probably to charge the battery, which this one I'm going to rip right open because we're not going to use that again. Oh, it's the old-fashioned one. It's the USB-A. Dang, I'm always looking for new charger cables because I swear these kids in the honey go through them so fast. So I'm always collecting these. If I have one that I don't need, that I get in a new package of stuff, it usually just ends up in my bedroom next to my phone so that I could charge my phone with a good charger. But there we go. That's everything in the box. So let's try and get it installed. All right, so this comes with 3 different types of backplates, and you get to decide which one works better for you. Do you want to screw it in with the screw-in backplate? Do you need a corner unit, which is the wedge one as well? And there's another wedge one that's optional, I guess, but we didn't get that one. And then there's the tape one, which I think might work the best for us. But honestly, the location that I'm putting it in, I might as well just screw it just in case so it does not come off, because this is what we've decided. This right here, this beautiful location, is going to be the best place for it because this has the most open area we can see on both sides, and anybody that comes by can ring the doorbell. I mean, they can stand here if they really want to, but I think if they come over here, we will still be able to see them and talk to them, because if you put it right here, it's blocked on this side by this entire slide, so you won't be able to see anything that way. You'll only be able to see this way, which, I don't know, maybe that's not such a bad thing. But then they'd have to come up the stairs to press the button as well, which could be a nuisance and somewhat obnoxious. If I put it on this side, the door is going to block it, and it would have to go like right here in this little tiny area. So I think if I'm not going to put it right there, it's going to end up right here. So maybe I will use the sticky just in case we do decide to move it later. That way there's no holes right there that I'll have to patch up. But if I did it right there, I'd probably just put the holes in it. All right, so just over here, I plugged it in, and I swear this thing turned into a Power Ranger. You plug it in, and it goes power on. And look at that blue flashing light, and it turns white. I'm not sure when it's actually charged, if it even needed to be charged. I wanted to charge it before I hook it up, just in case, but that was pretty cool. I wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe he can do it again. Let's see. I don't know if I can do this without hands, but he's probably going to turn on. Let's see. The power button's right here. Oh, did it turn off already? No. Let's hold it down for a second until that light shuts off.
Power off.
There he is. Power off. With the power of justice, I am turning off. Let's hear it when he turns on. Come on, you're making me look stupid.
Power on.
Power on. I love it. That is so cool. All right, check this out. This entire scene was filmed using the Wyze camera. I'm actually going to put down my phone. Check it out. My phone is right there. How cool is this? I wanted to do all this before I install it to see what I can actually see when I go to do that. So if I want to put it on that side of the RV, which I'll show you right there, if I put it on that side of the RV, what will I see? Or if I put it over here, what will I see? So how cool is this? I should actually go and bug people and see what they think, but this is awesome. That is some beautiful quality. Looking at my phone, because that's where it shows me what's going on. That is so cool. So let's get this installed somewhere and see what it looks like. All right, after much debate and wasted time finagling with stuff, I was going to put the corner unit, and I was going to actually put it by the door right there. But I did decide that the first place that I thought it would look better was right there, and I accidentally installed it right, believe it or not. So with the 3M sticky tape, of course the 3M would go towards what you're sticking it to, and the other side would stick towards this. But what I did correctly by accident was I gave a little gap right here. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys that little gap right there. See that little gap I left? That was perfect because I forgot that this actually has to slide into place, and this, nobody can pull this off unless they rip the whole thing off, which that could be pretty easy. But I mean, that 3M it sticks pretty well. I'm tugging on it pretty hard and it's not coming off, but you do need enough room because there's actually a security screw right here that keeps the whole unit attached to that plating. So I gave myself enough room for this to slide down accidentally, thank goodness, because that would have been terrible. I don't think, if I would have put that back plate in the wrong place, I don't think I'd be able to take it off and put it back somewhere else. I would have had to completely remove it or use the screw-in back plate. But that worked out. So now I'm just going to connect it and check it out. So excited. All right, so there we go. It's installed. Installation and startup was a breeze. There's an app that you just got to download, and then you just put your information in there, your email, and you make a password for your account, and that's all that it takes. And this thing is up and running. Now, it does suggest that you put the doorbell 30 feet away from the chime, which is that little part that you plug in, and that should be at least under 30 feet away from your router. And this whole thing works off of your internet. This is awesome, and I don't have any fears that this will fly off while we're driving around. I'm pretty sure that's really secure, and I don't think anybody's just going to walk by and pull it off. So now we are doorbelled up. People can walk by, ring our doorbell. Of course, that could get annoying, so maybe we shouldn't share that with everybody. But if our friends do come over, we'll know, and that's what I like best about this. All right, now that that's all installed, I am so happy to finally be done with another to-do list. So it's time to go on an adventure and have some fun. That's going to be the end of this video. I am wiped out. It literally took me so many days to complete all these little tiny projects. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It really does help the channel. Don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Yes?
I actually have something else that I need you to install.
Yeah, what's that? I need to install a trap over your mouth. Just a nice, like, bolted shut. That would be great. Wouldn't that be nice?
No.
But anyways, make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free and easy to do. And don't forget to hit that little bell notification and turn it to all. That way you're notified the instant I upload another awesome adventure or several other RV upgrades that I'm going to be doing in the near future. I've got a box right there, as you guys can see, huge box. I've got several huge boxes I've got to go through. This RV is becoming filled with boxes thanks to somebody.
That definitely not. It's because of
It's
Baron.
you. It's you and TikTok.
Baron.
You and TikTok. Get out of here. I'm trying to finish this video.
Okay, I love you.
But anyways, I love you all. Thank you all so very much for watching. And don't forget, life is a lot more fun when you're taking a risk.